milligram is the total daily amount of vitamin C, and if a serving is just 60% of that recommended amount, how much vitamin C does it contain? So it is the traditional uh, way we are going to solve this, and we are going to use our simple method here. So what we are having is we have 45 milligram is the total amount. Now we have to take 60% of that to get the actual serving. And 60% actually is equal to 60 over 100 is simply 0.6. Now we just do 0.6 times our 45 milligrams equals, we just say 45 times 0.6, 6 times 5, 30, 3, 6 times 4, 24, and 3, 27. We put here, that makes it 25 milligrams. So our answer is 27 milligrams, okay? Finally, we see that the juice drink contains 60% or 27 milligrams. That's the end of this problem. In this second problem, what we have is it's a 60 minutes television program, and that program they use 25% of the time for commercials, and 5% is used for opening and closing credits. So how many minutes remain for the act program itself? So actually we have to find out how many percent are used for the program itself and compare that to 60 minutes and then find the amount of minutes. With this approach, what I would do is we have 25% commercials, 5% opening and closing, so 30% not program. So since the full thing is 100%, if we reduce 30%, it will remain 70%. So 70% is actual program. But remember, we had 60 minutes. In total. So that makes it 70%, which is equal to 70 over 100 is equal to 0.7. So 0.7 times 60 minutes is equal to 42 minutes. So the answer is 42 minutes on this one, okay? So we see that if we use 25% of the time and 5% of the time, we have used 30% outside of the program itself. So we have to reduce that from the 100%, get 70% and take 70% of 60 minutes. This is just 42 minutes for the actual program. Now we are going to solve some of the problems. Like, let's say they use decimals and fractions. if I write 75%, I ask you to put it in decimals. So that means 75 over 100 is equal to 0.75. Now in fractions, again 75 over 100, we can simplify by 25 is 25 times 3, and here is 25 times 4. So I simplify by 25 is 3/4, and that's how to do it. Okay. Now if I have 44%, in decimals is 44 over 100 is equal to 0.44. Move the decimal 2 to the left. Okay. Now if I have in fractions, it's 44 over 100. It's 11 times 4 over 25 times 4. So I can simplify, it's equal to 11 over 25. Okay. If I have 128% in fractions, in decimals, is 128 over 100. Move the decimal 2 to the left is 1.28. This is 128 in decimals. Now in fractions, it's 128 over 100. I know that I can simplify by by 4 at least. So for the first term, the top one, I have 32 times 4 over 25 times 4. So that makes it 32 over 25. This is improper fraction. I can say it's 1 and 7/25. That's it. 6 over 100 is equal to 0.006. I said 1. I move it 1 times 2 times 0.06 as a decimal, of course. And if I want it in fraction, I remove the decimal here. So it is 6. I multiply by 10. Here also I multiply by 10. 6 over 1000. I simplify by 2 is equal to 3 over 500. This is the fraction part of it. Okay. So you have seen, follow these steps. So all the questions are mirrored to this. So if you have a question, try to solve it using this way. The ways we have solved these two first problems, and then the way we have been putting these things together here, and you will be all fine. Thank you, and have a good test.